Welcome back students to our online platform, that is our school's YouTube channel. So again we are ready after a short break with a new video. This video is for class 8th and the subject is maths, and we are continuing the same chapter, that is chapter number 2, and the name of the chapter is linear equations in one variable, and we will continue the exercise 2.2. At the same time, first of all I will again recall you what are the linear equations in one variable. Linear equation means in this name of the chapter, linear means the degree should be 1, equation means there should be sign of equality, means equals to sign should be there, and there should be one variable. One variable means one symbol should be there whose value we are supposed to find, whose value is not fixed, that value changes according to the conditions given in the questions. So we will take question number 13, in which the question is, I told you previously that you are supposed to keep your textbook with you. At the same time I am reading the question for you. A rational number is such that when you multiply it by 5/2 and add 2/3 to the product, you get -7 upon 12. What is the number? We are supposed to find the number. So that is question number 13. Question number 13. So let the rational number be x. Let the number be x. Then according to question, what is given in the question? First of all we have to multiply by 5/2, then the product we are supposed to add, and add 2/3, and we will get -7 upon 12. So this is the linear equation which we have framed according to the information given in the question. Now we will try to solve this linear equation to find the value of x, that will be our answer. So if we multiply this, we will get 5x upon 2 plus 2 upon 3 equals to -7 upon 12. Now we will take the LCM of this side, left hand side of the denominators 2 and 3, that is 6. So we will write 5x here and we will write 2 here, and then we have to multiply by some number. Which will be that number? We have to divide the LCM by the denominator. 6 by 2 we will get 3, and 6 divided by 3 we will get 2, and then this side we are having the same number, that is -7 upon 12. So 5 3 is 15x plus 2 2 is 4 upon 6 is equals to -7 upon 12. Now we will cross multiply that. So what we will get there? 15x plus 4 is equals to -7 into 6 upon 12. From here we will get 6 1 is 6, 6 2 is 12. So the equations become now 15x plus 4 is equals to -7 upon 2. 7 1 is 7 and 2, and minus sign is already there. Now what we will do? We will try to solve more. For that we will transpose plus 4 from left hand side to the right hand side. So this will become like this, -4 15 of x. So this is 15x is equals to 2 -7 -8. So 15x will be equals to -8 plus 7, 15 upon 2. Now the 15 is here, so we will take that on the right hand side, that will become x is equals to -15 upon 15 into 2. So 15 will cancel out 15, and we will get answer x is equals to -1/2. So -1/2 is the required rational number. In the last, as you know that this is a word problem, so we are supposed to supply the answer in the language only. Hence -1/2 is the required rational number, because you know the Definition of the rational number: rational numbers can be expressed in the form of p by q, where p and q are the integers. So 1, -1 and 2 are the integers, and q should not be equals to 0 and 2 is not equals to 0. That's why we can say that -1 upon 2 is a rational number, and that is a required rational number for this question. At the same time, we will discuss question number 14. In the meantime, you can read by yourself only the question, what is given in the question, that is question number 14. Now I will read the question. Lakshmi is a cashier in the bank. She has currency notes of denominations of rupees 100, 50 and 10. Means उसके पास जो notes हैं वो 100 के हैं, 50 के हैं और 10 के हैं. The ratio of number of these notes is 2:3:5. The total cash with Lakshmi is 4 lakhs. How many notes of each denomination does she have? The ratio. First of all, it is given question number 14, rupees 100 ratio rupees 50 ratio rupees 10, that is given 2:3:5, the ratio of the number of the notes. So let number of 100 rupees 100 notes be 2x. At the same time, number of rupees 50 notes be 3x, and number of rupees 10 notes be 5x. How we have taken? According to the ratio given, 2:3:5. 2 100 rupees, 3 50 rupees and 5 for 10 rupees notes. The ratio is given. So according to the question, if 2x notes are there of 100 rupees, what will be the value? 100 into 2x plus 50 into 3x plus 10 into 5x, and that is given 4 lakhs. Now these are the number of the notes, and what will be the amount of these notes? 2x notes we are having of 100 rupees, so value of the that notes will be 2x into 100. 3x we are having of 50 rupees, so the value of those notes will be 3x into 50, and we are having 5x notes of 10 rupees, so the value will be 5x into 10, and the total amount is 4 lakhs. So we will multiply and we will add, that will be 200x plus 150x plus 50x is equals to 4 lakhs. If we add all these 200 plus 150, that is 350 plus 50, 400, 400x is equals to 4 lakhs. From here we get x is equals to 4 lakhs divided by 400 by the method of transposition. 2 zeros cancel out 2 zeros, 4 will cancel out remaining one, 4 1 is 4, 1 2 3, means the value of x is 1000. So the number of rupees 100 notes and number of rupees 50 notes, and afterwards number of rupees 10 notes. So what was our assumption? That was 2x, and what is the value of x? That is 1000, so it will become 2000 notes. And about the 50 rupees note, that was 3x, that will be 3 into 1000, that will be 3000, and number of 10 rupees note were 5x, means 5 into 1000, that is 5000. That is the answer of this question, question number 14. I hope that you have understood the question. At the same time, only 2 questions are remaining, so I hope that you will try the remaining 2 questions, because all the remaining questions we have discussed in the previous videos uploaded by the school. And if you are having any doubt, then you can message us or you can even call us. We will try to rectify your doubt so that you can easily proceed or you can easily try the questions given in the exercise of particular chapter in your textbook. And the bottom line is that you are supposed to try. Until or unless you try the questions, you will not have any doubts. So if you can solve the questions, that's very good. If you are having any difficulty or any doubt, then you can message us. We will try to solve your doubts. Thank you very much.